So IA number 2 review coming at you right now. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, I will make more later. Programming languages, there's a lot. Python, Ruby, C Sharp, C++, C, Perl, a lot of C's. Comments are those things that you can write with a hashtag in the front where the computer doesn't see them, but it lets the programmers know what we were doing when we were writing that code. Hashtag whatever. Keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts are super important because they save so much time. Like being able to use Control A to select everything, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. Arguments are those things that go inside the function's parentheses right after you define the name. No, it's not even the right one. It's not even the right one. We put arguments inside of functions parentheses so that we know what values we want that function to use when it is doing what it's supposed to do. Function definitions are super important because they allow us as programmers to look back at code and see what the functions are actually doing so that we don't have to read them line by line by line and interpret what it is that the programmer was trying to make that function do. Reading functions without these, make sure to put your function definitions right after you define the name. Make sure you know what the pinup function is. The pinup function is the one that's going to allow you to move the turtle from one section of the page to another section without actually drawing a line. Another super important concept is the operators that we use in Python. These are the operators that are appropriate to use in Python. Plus, minus, forward slash, multiplication, which is an asterisk, plus equals, minus equals, and modulo. Remember, modulo is that tricky one that when you divide by the number, then you take the remainder as the result. Concatenation. Concatenation is that really big term that basically just means taking two strings and adding them together. Remember that when we pull two strings together, it's not going to insert spaces for you. So if you have Alex is funny, even though it is true, without spaces, it's just going to come together and it's just going to look like one big word. Naming variables. Now, while naming variables is important to programmers, it's not rocket science. Remember, there's several different ways to name variables. Here are two different types of ways to name your variables that neither of them are wrong or more right, but just make sure that you stick to the same convention every time you write your code. Input from your user. Remember, we use the input function like this whenever we want to get a variable's value from the user that's outside of the computer. So once they're playing around with our program, this will ask them the question, what is your name? And then they can respond by telling the computer what their name is. So that's it for this review, guys. So I hope that some of these visuals help you out on your IA exam. Send me some emails, leave some comments, let me know what you think about the video. If you like them, I'll keep making them. If not, just let me know and we'll mix them up a little bit. Have a great day, guys. Good luck on your IA exam, and I will see you next week.